Shakespeare's immortal words spoken by his character Macbeth, "She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, creeps in this petty pace from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury signifying nothing. It is one of the most famous soliloquies of the tragedy Macbeth. It takes place at the beginning of the 5th scene of Act 5, during the moment when the Scottish troops approach Macbeth's castle to besiege it. Macbeth, the protagonist of the play, is confident that he can withstand any siege by enemy forces. He hears a woman scream, and reflects that there was a time when his hair would have stood on end if he had heard such a scream, but now he is so filled with loathing and murderous thoughts that no scream can frighten him any longer. He is warned that the Queen has just died. Now, with the death of his wife, time is an intolerable burden, and the future an overwhelming force that drives him to his destiny. In this soliloquy, Macbeth is a man for whom life has ceased to have meaning. It begins with an affirmation of the futility of life, and time itself with images of time, tomorrow, yesterday, day, time, using a rhythm that lengthens time. Shakespeare combines the use of personification and metaphor to suggest how insubstantial, short and meaningless human life is. Macbeth compares life to that of an actor in a play, one that plays a small role. This actor experiences both joys and fears. He flaunted and fretted, but once his hour on stage was over, he is no longer heard. We are all destined for the grave, and life seems to mean nothing in the final analysis. Macbeth's main theme, the destruction wrought when ambition is not controlled by moral restraints, finds its most powerful expression in the play's two main characters. Likewise, Shakespeare uses imagery and symbolism to illustrate the concepts of innocence and guilt. Macbeth is a strong example of one of those morality plays in which the hero, Macbeth, is tempted, falls from grace, and must be brought to justice in order for order to be restored, and for life to once again regain its delicate balance. He knows what he did was wrong and immoral. He thinks about repentance in hopes of being forgiven, but it is too late to regress. Macbeth is worth reading in these troubled times. Read Shakespeare's Macbeth for free by accessing the link below on the page. Edition in English and Portuguese. I do what every man does. It wouldn't be if I did more. To read for free, https://bit.ly/34bib0h Macbeth. Full title: The Tragedy of Macbeth is a tragedy by William Shakespeare. It is believed to have been first introduced in 1606. It dramatizes the harmful physical and psychological effects of political ambition on those who seek power for their own sake. Of all the plays Shakespeare wrote during the reign of James I, who was a patron of Shakespeare's acting company, Macbeth most clearly reflects the playwright's relationship to his sovereign. It was first published in the Folio of 1623, and is his shortest tragedy.